OK Sport. For NBA basketball, I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Boston Celtics. And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Derrick Rose, and it's Jordan in at the 2. Pippen, the pass to Rodman, just 5 to shoot. There's the steal. Here's Cousy. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Gilmore. Here's Rodman. Fires the 3. And it's Bird with a rebound. And it's stolen by Rose. Here's Pippen. Rose right side. Tries again. Gilmore passes to Pippen. 4 on the clock. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Pass to Bird. And it's Chicago with a board. Here's Pippen. Rose outside. Here's Gilmore. Back to Rose. Here's Rodman. No good on the triple. Here's Bird, covered by Jordan. Bird passes to Cousy. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Rose right side. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Jordan misses.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Over to the left wing. Cowens passes to Cousy. Here's Havlicek. 5 on the clock. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? To the paint. Here's Gilmore. And there's the rejection. Lots of room. No good.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. There's a minute 59 left in the opening quarter.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Rose outside. Launches it. And it's Bird with a rebound. Pass to Pierce. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And a missed layup. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Offensive rebound. Here's Gilmore. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Here's Jordan. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Here's Bird. Chicago with a rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
With the drive.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Here's Bird. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got 4 rebounds now. That's tipped. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Havlicek. Rose grabs the board. Bulls leading by 4. Here's Jordan. And he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 6 points. And here are the Celtics. Here's Cousy. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Rose driving to the basket. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Bulls. They're up by... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
And it's Cousy in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Chicago leading. Butler taking his time here. From the wing. That's short off the rim. So it's Boston now. Pass to Pierce. Inside, Cowens. Here's Bird. He buries it from 3.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Butler going inside. Here's Kukoc on the wing. Levine. Second chance shot. Buries the jump shot. Levine's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, Levine can make that adjustment. He doesn't have to get into the paint to score.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Change here for Boston. And we played through the first minute here in the second. White against Levine. To the middle. Here's Parrish. It's deflected. Levine with it. Here's Kukoc. Pass to Love. And now the Bulls in transition. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Butler can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 3. From downtown, Tatum can't hit. Here are the Bulls with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Just a ferocious finish. Butler is a force out there. I mean, he really plays with a big chip on his shoulder.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And here's Brown for 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Another stat they're doing well is in blocks. They're keeping their hands up and closing out quickly on shooters.
6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kukoc. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Tatum. Rebound by Kukoc. Tatum against Butler. Takes it inside, and it's Butler with the jam.
On the drive, Butler can be so sudden. The moment he sees an opening, he just takes off.
And Brown rising high for the finish.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Levine. Good work there as it goes. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
Proving once again, Levine is not all dunks and threes.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's Parrish. Pass to Brown. Outside White. Here's Parrish. The kick to Tatum. There's a screen. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Kept alive. And here's Brown. Fires the 3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, Levine! What an athlete!
Look at the touch on Levine's shot, giving the floater just enough power.
Here's White. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
Both free throws good from Levine.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
White looking it over.
Chicago foul. Joakim Noah. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Brown. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
Here's Levine for 3. Boston pulls it in. Down low. The kick to Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Outside Love. Pass to Kukoc. Outside Butler. To the inside. Zach LaVine. He's been the guy making things happen for Chicago. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a moment.
26.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
On the court for Chicago, they've got Derrick Rose, and it's Gilmore in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Gilmore. No made baskets yet. Rodman's shot is good. And Chicago leads by 2. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Here's Bird. Missed inside.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Pass to Pippen. Now here's Jordan. And he drives in, and it's good. 2 points. Now it's a 4-point Bulls lead.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Havlicek. Deflected. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Jordan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Michael Jordan.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Pierce. Pass to Cowens. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. It's tipped. Here's Havlicek. Rodman with a rebound. Rodman's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Jordan. Here's Rodman from outside the arc. And Havlicek pulls it down. On the take. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Bird. Misses in close. Bulls leading by 3. Here's Pippen. He shoots. Out to the right wing. Here's Rodman. And again, Chicago, no good. Rodman's gone just 2 of 7 from the floor here. Bird. And he slams it in one-handed.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
The steal. A minute 37 left in the third quarter.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Cowens. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the free throw, no good. Chicago leading. Here's Rodman. He's got 7. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Line for the Bulls.
And both free throws good for Jordan. A minute 9 left in the third quarter. Cowens passes to Pierce. And that one is hammered home.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Here's Cowens. Yep, that one's good. Cowens has got 6 points in the quarter.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And the basket by Pippen.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Here's Kuzi. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. The 15-footer. Cowens grabs the board. Cowens has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bird. Rodman with a rebound. Rodman's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gilmore passes to Pippen. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pippen's got 9 points. Here's Bird. And so it's Chicago, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And it's Pierce in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Bird. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Out left to the wing. Jordan, the pass to Pippen. Here's Rose. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
2nd team foul.
That's good from White. Celtics trail by 4. Knocks it loose. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by White. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Here's the pick. Here's Rose. Here's Gilmore. Goes back up. There's the block. Brown passes to Bird, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Here's Pippen, defended by Brown. Puts it up from the high post. Boston pulls it in. Bird's got 4 rebounds now. Left side, Brown. High arcing shot. Harris, the pass to Brown. To take the lead. Sinks the tray. Bird's got 10 points here in the 2nd half.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Pass to Pippen from the arc. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
Back to White. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 4 rebounds now. Rodman, the pass to Gilmore. Rose outside. Pass to Pippen. Here's Bird. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Rodman's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Jordan. now 5 for 8.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Celtics trail by 4. To the left wing. Sharman, the pass to Brown. Here's Bird, pass to Sharman. Buries it down low.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Rose. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Here's Brown. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Look, that's a coach's nightmare. Your player has an easy chance to score and blows it by trying to do too much.
Rose can't connect.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's White. And it's Chicago with a board. Here's Rodman. Pass to Gilmore. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And so Chicago takes the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.